Always remember.
Oh, happy Monday. Welcome back, everybody. It's episode 49.
What's up with my frame rate right now? What's going on? Am I chilling?
You look good. You look fine.
Okay. All right. Sweet.
Yeah.
49, almost 50 episodes. Hold on. Sorry. I have to bring this to attention.
What?
This has nothing to do with the show, but I'm going to bring it up anyway. Zach Minger said, Happy National Banana Bread Day, everyone. And then Cameroni said, Ryan, for real, I'm ripening bananas for some bread as we speak, but they aren't ready today. Sad. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, Cameroni, that I was bestowed a wonderful gift yesterday by my girlfriend. She made banana bread coffee cake, and it is the greatest thing I have ever put in my mouth. Don't take that out of context. It was really, really good. Anyway, happy Monday, episode 49, Determined Focus. Happy to have you all here. Sorry for that little derail. It's going to be a fun one. Mando and Grogu trailer and tons of other stuff. And banana bread. And a gun. I also realizing that there's a... Thank you. I'm realizing there's a bit that we're about to do, and I realized that, I'm not even going to explain it. I realized
that's like
something.
The fifth time in the last 10 minutes that you've brought something up, and even backstage where you were just like, well, actually, I'm going to talk about it.
Well, I can see it right now. I guess I'll bring it up. A little plug, a little segue here. Where'd you get that new Avengers shirt, man? That's what I was going to bring up. That's sick.
I got it from everybody's favorite apparel establishment, Kohl's.
Kohl's had a new Avengers with the asterisk?
Yeah.
That's
Marvel
awesome.
Studios, baby.
That's sick. I saw that earlier and I was like, did he just get that off Amazon?
No, I saw it and I was like, I needed it.
Justin, it is delicious. And thank you for being here. And thank you for being patient with us.
Delicious.
No bad Wi-Fi today. Potentially. Hey, I got Spectacular Spider-Man with me.
Whoa, I had the black suit version of that figure.
Dude, these figures are so rare. There's one that's like kind of a holy grail where his arms are fully posable. But man, what a good design.
It's good.
What a good design. You mind if I check in with the chat?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Justin's already here. He said, howdy. We got Macman. Thank you for being here. Focus.
I hate when it does that.
Four? Okay. Oh, look at this little bottom graphic that you got going. Very cool.
Yeah.
There's a typo, and I'm sorry I have to.
Is there really? Oh, fuck!
I'm sorry.
I was trying to do it so fast because I got home and I was like, oh, I got to do this.
No, it's okay. I don't have time to proofread. So I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring it up. It's okay.
It's fine.
We're willing to admit our mistakes, and by our mistakes, I mean I'm willing to bully Will for.
It's fine.
I'm kidding.
It's fine. I had like 10 minutes, and I was like trying to export it, and it wouldn't export. Dang it!
I'm sorry. It happens. Hey, Macman said the trailer was so much fun. Imbo live action looks amazing, dude. Yeah, we're gonna get into it towards the end of the episode. We got some stuff we're gonna tee up, just to kind of have some fun. Catch up to you guys, and then we'll talk about the trailer. Because I'll be honest, going into this week's podcast, I was like, or this live stream, I had forgotten that the episode or the trailer was before or was after our last week's. So I was like, oh, it's like a slow week, And I was like, wait, that was the day. Oh, that was the day after. It's been a whole week. It's been a long week. I have worked every single day since then, so it's a little rough. We got Matthew Green. I think Focus 17, if I'm not mistaken.
17.
Thank you very This is true. I actually did not look at this. That's I need to pay more attention. We have Sunny, focus number 9. You're gonna enjoy this next segment here in a second, Sunny. Thank you for being here. We got that is not the Incredibles theme, Will. That is the James Bond theme. So, thank you for being here, Star Wars Insight. Let's see. We got Cole, Focus 3. Thank you for being here, buddy. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you, OG right here. Let's see. We got Cameroni. We still don't know what number you are. You're somewhere in the upper teens, I feel.
Yeah.
13, maybe? You
19?
decide.
18?
We gotta, yeah. It gets messy after the 12 mark.
Connor are 13 and 14.
Oh, yes. Which, by the way, plugging them, Connor and Seth have finally dove into Avatar: The Last Airbender. And Connor has never seen it, and he is watching it for the first time. Seth is somewhat introducing it to him. They just dropped their first episode on book 1, Water, right? Yep. Water, Earth, and Fire. Yeah. Very exciting stuff. Obviously, Will talks a lot about how much you see Zuko is up there in the background next to Batman, and who is that? Who's the other one next to him? Oh, Luke. Perfect.
Little skinny Black Series.
That's
Luke.
That's your triangle right there.
Yeah, no, Ahsoka, I refuse to take that Ahsoka out of the box, but Rebels Ahsoka.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, if you want to go check out some Atlas stuff, I'm sure at some point on the members only stuff, maybe we'll talk about Atla. Especially with the new movie and everything coming out.
Movie, season 2 of the series comes out this year. We're gonna see.
I still haven't seen the live action yet.
Oh, they took some liberties in the first season, but I enjoyed a lot of it.
It seems, I mean, way better than the Unspeakable one. You know?
Oh yeah, no, it is. It's leaps and bounds better than the M. Night Shyamalan, whatever it is.
Can I tell you something though? Can I tell you something? As a kid, I loved that movie. And he's gone. I don't love it now because I care about my social perception. I do that every time now. That was it? I'm just going to say Dante Bosco, just because I think he would do that. He hit me with a sniper round of a firebolt.
Yeah, that was what's his name when he's the kid from Hook.
Oh yeah, that's like his like OG thing.
It's not Rooster, it's something like that though.
It is something like that, yeah. We got Limitless Nerd, Focus 6 standing by. Thank you for being here, buddy. Good to see you. Okay, all right. We're pretty much mostly caught. Oh wait, no, we're not. We have way more people in here. I lied. We've got Podair Droids. Hey dude, he reached out to me about he's working on a podcast right now. Cool stuff. It's Spanish. It's a Spanish pun.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, is it like Potter, like podcast?
No, it's like Podair.
Podair Droids.
Yeah, like the base. What is because there's like is it? There's Podemos. What does Podair mean in Spanish? Hold on.
It means library.
Does it? No, that's that's. It's like just means like can. It's like so.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's literally like Candroids. Okay, that's funny. That's fun. Let's see. Focus Bozo Gabby is here. First time she's been on time. We'll see if it lasts. All right.
Yep.
Anyway, thanks for being here.
Also, Gabby, call you out here. Lainey commented on our post today. Hey, don't worry, guys. We won't be there. And Gabby liked it. I think Gabby might become a light force instead of a determined focus.
She is here.
Switched sides. I think she switched sides. I think she flipped.
Well,
now,
but now guess who else is here? Who up Mando in there, bro? So
Mandoing.
Y'all be Mandoing. The thing is like if you didn't know about Mandalorians and Star Wars, Mandoing just sounds like an actual like Star Wars like Hutt gangster or something.
Yeah, Mandoing.
Mandoing on the other side of the ridge owns these lands.
Have to go to the Mandoing system.
Yeah, Mandoing 5. Cameron said, I think Matthew 17. I think I'm 18 and Matthew is one right before me. Take me with a grain of salt. Well, you have a lot of salt around you in your profile picture.
Yeah, come on, baby. Take me with a grain of great red salt.
So, dude, I wish I could eat some red salt. Okay. Anyway, oh my gosh, I cannot keep up with the chat. I'm going from bottom up now. I'll always come to defend. Out. Get out of here.
Yep.
I'm never speaking to you again, by the way. Hey, we got Heradax, Dax, dude, friend of the pod. Dude, thank you. I'm not caught up on the numbers right now. You're somewhere in the 20s.
He's focused 5150.
We'll just say that. We'll just say that for now. Yeah. But dude, thank you so much. That is incredibly kind of you. Thank you for becoming a member. That's insane. That's very kind of you.
What I meant to say when we were talking about the live action Avatar stuff is not only will he be there for Mando and Grogu, but Uncle Iroh will be at Rebel ScumCon.
That is true.
And that's my number one. Not only is he Carson Teva, which I love Carson Teva, but that's Uncle Iroh. And
he's great. He's fantastic. It's like perfect casting.
I cannot wait to see Uncle Iroh.
That show is very well casted.
It's so good. Uncle Iroh in season 2 is so good in book 2 that that's where you're like, all right, Uncle Iroh is the best. And then obviously it goes into season 3 for book 3, and it just gets even better. But book 2, Uncle Iroh, gas.
Noted. Dude, book 3 when he gets jacked in prison, peak, dude. He's just like doing the push-ups and the pull-ups, and he's just like buff Iroh. Awesome. Mm-hmm. Both him and Zuko go on their buff arc of just like, what if we just get jacked?
Yep.
To fight the Fire Nation.
What if we were angry and hot?
It's true. Literally.
Yep. Is it?
It should have been fire.
Hot
I'm gonna catch up with the rest of these real quick. Hey, look at this guy, honorary focus number 2, Luke. I'll mandoing you. Take
you promise?
Grogu me to dinner first. Sorry.
Okay.
I don't know if I like that.
Grogu.
Yeah. All right.
I don't even
cool.
know.
Okay, so I wanted to do a little icebreaker thing here real quick.
Yeah.
This is kind of rank Ferric, what this is like the next 30 to 40 minutes is, but this first thing is more of a go ahead and get it out of the way.
I'm sorry, what is this?
This is probably rank Ferric.
Rank Ferric.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Rank Ferric. This week on episode 49 of Determined Focused. We will be doing some clip farming. Please do not call me Uncle Owen, because I'm not farming moisture. We are indeed farming clips. Thank you for listening to NPR.
Dude, I was about to say, it sounds like I'm like, what? Listen. You know what's funny is one of the times that I was coming back from you know what? It was, I think, so not when we went to what was it, convention? LA Comic Con, but when I went to California,
I have a headache, and Gabby, I'm mad at you because you dissed Batman, so you don't get what you want. Sorry.
Stupid. And I'm a Spider-Man guy, and I didn't like that either. I don't like you either.
I don't like you either.
But I was listening, I was like driving, no, I think it was. No, it was, what time? And maybe it was the time that I came back from LA Comic Con. I drove back, and I just didn't want to listen to Spotify or anything anymore. And so I just was flipping through radio stations.
That's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, and it just went to NPR, and I was just kind of relaxing. I'm this news is terrible, but I feel so soothed by this British person. It's great. We're gonna do another one of these later, but I figured let him get a selfie.
I got to tell everybody we're live right now.
Yeah, I did that in the intro. So,
I know, but I wasn't
on
doing
it,
that.
buddy.
I was trying to spell stuff correctly.
Yeah, which you didn't do.
And I didn't. So sorry.
So Will came up with this great idea, and we might do a couple more in the next episode as well, to do a kind of a merging of the comic book Star Wars worlds, passions of ours, specifically
Yes.
Spider-Man and Batman,
Yes.
to do a kind of King of the Hill matchup style thing. Now, I did mine a little differently in the way that it's going to work. It'll essentially be the same thing. I have a list of characters, and they're going to basically be fighting in a battle, King of the Hill style. And whichever one loses, based on what Will thinks, will then move on to, they'll get cut out, and then the next one will move on, and then they'll fight the next person, and it'll go back and forth. Does that make sense?
No, I don't understand.
Okay. I have
Well, we can just do it.
I have 8 Batman characters, and I have 8 Star Wars characters.
Oh, okay.
And they're gonna be going King of the Hill. So they're gonna be repping the Star Wars side and the Batman side, and we're gonna see who ultimately comes out on top of this.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to just do Batman, I wanted to introduce some other characters as well.
Okay.
So we will start with we'll start with what I was gonna say that I feel like I look like right now. Commissioner Gordon. Commissioner Gordon versus Han Solo.
Gordon.
Really?
Yeah. Gordon.
Explain.
Han's a little bit of a pretty boy, and Gordon, you can catch these hands.
This is true.
Commissioner,
I don't
you can catch
disagree,
these
by
hands,
the
Gordon,
way.
Has got Han beat.
If
catching
anybody
punks
reads
all day.
if you read Batman Year One, bro, he's got it in the can. When he beats up Flass, leaves him out in the snow. Peak. You got it? You got
This Commissioner Gordon?
Yeah,
Come
dude.
on.
Yeah, dude. That's and this. We've already got some contention from this pick here. Star Wars Insight says Han Solo, and then Matthew Green says, "How does any Star Wars character lose to Batman characters?"
Him having a blaster, there is really no difference between him and any other punk that Gordon's swiping off the streets.
Yeah, I agree. I do.
Yep.
I do think I don't think it's necessarily close, but I could see Han giving a little bit of trouble, but I think Gordon's got it pretty easily.
Oh no, Gordon has it immediately.
All right, then that means Gordon is going on to Captain Rex.
Okay, I apologize, Gordon, but it's Captain Rex.
Okay. We are okay. So that went there. That went there. Gordon is out. Captain Rex is now fighting Man-Bat.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of a tough one. Man-Bat's got the aerial capability, kind of the strength.
Okay. I'm gonna say Captain Rex.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Captain Rex.
Yeah, I think that's valid. This is up to you. I'm not saying anything. I mean, I like to have a little bit of dialogue.
Yeah, I think I'm taking Rex.
Okay. So Rex is now moving on to Mr. Freeze.
That's so much fun.
I know. I know.
If somebody has any doodling capabilities, but can somebody draw Mr. Freeze versus Captain Rex? That's awesome.
You live in a cold world, Captain Rex. Wait. Hold on. Who voices? I'm actually getting tripped up. I got to figure out Mr. Freeze.
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No, Arkham City voice actor.
Oh.
Oh, it's okay. I thought it might have been D. Bradley Baker for a second, and I was like,
funny.
that would have been funny because D. Bradley Baker voices a significant amount of characters in. He voices what does he voice in? He voices somebody in Arkham. Anyway,
I think I'm gonna give it to Rex only because Mr. Freeze doesn't have any like combat skills. So I'm gonna give it to Rex.
Okay. I dig it. So Freeze is out, and Captain Rex is now going on to Barbara Gordon Batgirl.
I'll give it to Babs.
Okay. I figured.
Look, you can either be trained like a clone or you can be trained like Batman. And like if you're trained like Batman,
Yeah.
Bruce
Batgirl's pretty good.
Wayne. Yeah, Bruce Wayne is training like you're gonna beat a clone. Sorry, I know it's the clone, but like you're gonna beat a clone.
I also thought about instead of doing Babs, doing Cassandra Cain, and I was like, okay, that's just like even like worse for
Cassandra Cain immediately makes it to the end.
Yeah,
it's just Cass versus Bruce.
Yeah. Okay, Barbara Gordon versus Chewbacca.
Babs. I love Chewbacca, but Babs. She's fighting Clayface.
Yeah.
If Barbara, if you can solo Clayface, you can fight Chewbacca.
Yeah. Barbara versus Qui-Gon Jinn.
That's so weird.
Yeah. Because it's almost like hard to envision them even fighting, you know?
I'm trying to think of like who the DC counterpart of Qui-Gon Jinn would be. Not personality wise, but like
Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, it's just
what?
Yeah. Like Doctor, like Zatanna.
Would he be as powerful as Zatanna? I don't know about that. Qui-Gon's powerful, but like,
yeah, I guess she does. It's like magic, and that's different.
I was keeping it kind of limited to Force for a little bit.
I'll give it to Babs.
I think Batgirl beats.
I'll give it to Babs. I'll give it to Babs.
Okay, that means Babs is moving on. Cad Bane.
I hate this.
Sick fight though, right?
Yeah, this is really cool.
I want another sick drawing. Yeah,
is Barbara Gordon versus Cad Bane, dude.
Like her like flying, and he's like, you know, oh man.
I'm probably gonna say Cad Bane. Probably. If we're going gadgets for gadgets, they're very even. Mm-hmm. But I would say Cad would probably get the upper hand. Because he's like if Firefly could kill Jedi.
He's Firefly. He's Deadshot.
Yeah,
he's a little bit of League of like a little bit of Deathstroke too.
Yeah. No, I think I'm taking Cad Bane.
He's a very competent hand-to-hand. Like he's going toe-to-toe with Jedi. You know, like not even just with blasters, but yeah. Okay, Babs is out. Cad Bane is now fighting Tim Drake Robin.
Cad Bane versus Tim?
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna go Tim.
Whoa! I like that.
I'm probably gonna go Tim.
This next matchup could not be more perfect.
Tim outsmarts Cad Bane 10-1. I will say though, Cad Bane is fun in the Batman world because Cad Bane is also somebody who like he's like a prep time guy.
Cad? Yeah, he's got a plan.
So that's fun. Yeah, but I'm gonna give it to Tim.
Okay. Well, I'm very this is Tim Drake is going against Maul.
I'm giving it to Tim.
What?
Yeah, I'm
Tim versus Maul, and you're giving it to Tim
because, I'm giving it to Tim. Okay. I'm going to give it to Tim. Tim's so much smarter than Maul. If Maul's weakness is being outsmarted, Tim Drake has him by a mile.
I mean, he's got the cybernetic legs.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I understand Maul has the ability to use the Force, but, like, I'm going to say Tim.
Okay. then that means Tim Drake is moving on to Tech.
Tim, sorry. And they're probably just
Yeah,
going to
I
high
know.
five, and then he's going to push him off a cliff or something.
Yeah. God, that's terrible.
Well,
at least he didn't get the Dick Grayson injustice treatment.
Yep.
That means Tim Drake is now moving on to Sabine Wren, specifically in Ahsoka, where she has the lightsaber armor.
Tim.
Okay.
Yeah, no hesitation, Tim.
Okay. That means Tim Drake is now moving on to Luke Skywalker.
It's Luke. Sorry.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
Oh, this is perfect, dude. This is perfect. Luke Skywalker will now be going up against Damian Wayne, but in Night Fight.
Oh, that's cool.
Specifically this version. Right here.
Oh, and he's so Batman there.
Got the sword too.
That sucks.
But it's a sick fight.
I think I'm gonna go Luke.
Okay.
That's so close. That's so close. I think I'm gonna go Luke.
Okay. That means Damian is out. Luke is now going up against Killer Croc.
I'm gonna go Luke because Luke took down the Rancor without a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Even though Croc is way worse than a Rancor, but like, if I had to pick, now this is not absolute Killer Croc either. This is just regular old,
just
regular,
Waylon Jones.
Yeah, just regular old Waylon Jones.
This next one's fun. You know what's great about I'll tell you afterwards. This is just because I want you to see the aftermath. Luke Skywalker against Scarecrow.
That's crazy. Probably Luke, but I really want to see what the fear toxin does to Luke Skywalker.
That would be so much of like a Force thing.
That would be like that would immediately put him to like Cave on Dagobah levels.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that. But Luke over Scarecrow.
So we are down to our final DC contender. We have currently Luke as the reigning mountain champ.
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker is going up against Bruce Wayne,
Batman, sorry.
Okay.
It's not even a question.
So then that means...
It's not even a question. It's Batman.
The final matchup is Bruce Wayne versus Ahsoka the White.
Batman.
Yeah, I figured that was going that way.
It's Batman.
That means, of course, Batman is the winner. Do you think there is obviously on like a neutral level, do you think there is a Star Wars character that could beat Batman? Like, is there like one that really comes to mind?
What I would love to see is a fight between Mara Jade and Batman. But Batman still wins. Sorry. It's Batman.
It's Batman, baby.
Batman wins. Sorry.
So what was great about that is you literally exhausted every single... I mean, it was gonna happen regardless.
Yeah.
Tim Drake made it the furthest.
Was Nightwing not on the list?
He was not on the list.
Okay, cool.
I decided not to do Dick.
Okay.
Yeah, so we went... The way it went was Gordon versus Han. Gordon won. Gordon was beaten by Rex.
Mm-hmm.
Rex beat Man-Bat.
Yeah.
And Mr. Freeze, and then was beaten by Batgirl.
Yeah.
Batgirl beat Chewbacca, Qui-Gon Jinn, and then was beaten by Cad Bane.
Yeah.
Cad Bane was then dethroned by Tim.
Yeah.
Tim beat Maul and Tech and Sabine before being defeated by Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
And then Luke Skywalker took down Damian Wayne, Batman from KO or Night Fight.
Yep.
Took down Killer Croc, took down Scarecrow, was beaten by Batman, Bruce Wayne, and then Batman, for one final sweep, took out Ahsoka.
Yeah.
We have a question here versus Revenge of the Sith Anakin.
Dog walks Revenge of the Sith.
I do think. I mean, this comes back down to that question that I believe MacMan asked a while back of like, how would Batman deal with the? Would he come up with a contingency plan, or how would he handle Order 66?
Batman would dress up like Padme Amidala and just make Anakin cry.
I mean, honestly, though, if we're being realistic, Batman would probably get his hand on a fear toxin.
Yeah,
would enhance Anakin's fear to an unbearable level.
Yep,
and would use it to defeat him. Right.
Yeah.
Now and then he's just like, let's say for example, Batman is a bounty hunter or a mercenary sent on behalf of the Senate or something like that. He's like a special, like he gets called on. And the clones are storming the Jedi Temple, and Batman is sent in. He is wiping the floor with all of these clones.
Oh, it's very.
It's a giant Arkham level where it's just a Predator map, and he's just like he's just a clone just in the shadows.
Clones. He's cracking helmets, dude.
Yeah,
Are
dude.
You kidding me?
I mean, the way Chirrut is like beating up these stormtroopers, Batman is doing to an nth degree.
Yeah. Oh, it's. Look, that's a lot of clones, but you give Batman the 25 minutes to drive over from wherever those plans are being given of like, hey, we're gonna drop you in. Sorry.
Now,
Sorry.
Do you think Batman beats like Darth Sidious like in his prime? Like Batman after stopping the clones, purge like Nightfall, defeating Anakin, and then goes to the Senate building to where Palpatine is at to fight Palpatine.
Batman has punched Apocalypse or Deathstroke in the face and lived.
Punched Deathstroke or
I said Apocalypse and then I said Deathstroke. You can mix those two.
I was like, I think punching Deathstroke is kind of fine. Like,
no, he's punched Darkseid in the face and lived. He is a human being who can take down Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I give it to Batman over Palpatine. I don't care how much he's spinning and flipping.
Yeah. Now, do you think what about Darkseid versus Palpatine?
That's so much fun.
That's my last one. That's just more like DC versus Star Wars.
Force lightning versus the Omega beams.
I know. Just imagine the clashing of like Darkseid just. It's funny because Palpatine always has his hands in front of him, and Darkseid always has his hands behind him.
Like power level, I'm probably like their enhanced abilities. I'm going to say they're either pretty even or Darkseid takes it.
I think so.
Now, if you you put them in a phone booth, Darkseid is annihilating old man Palpatine. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Not even a young Palpatine can do Dark,
Yeah.
I don't, you would need someone like a Darth Crate or someone like a Darth Nihilus to be going up crazy up against Darkseid, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's like such a colossal difference in power.
Yeah.
Yeah. Masa Amida wins because he slowly walks out of the room and leaves. This is the last one that I'll say. Would Batman win against Boba?
That would be so much fun. Batman would annihilate him.
Batman would win. Interesting. This is also Dax brought this up. Tactically, I think Thrawn and Bruce are in par, but Bruce beats him overall. Agreed.
Oh yeah, if it's like a pop quiz, I think they're gonna probably get the same scores. But
which we've talked with Zahn about this, about like they did like a villains like chess match, basically, and he was like, I think it got down to like Thrawn and Lex Luthor, and then he was basically like, they just like kind of team up, basically, like realistically, I do think Lex would probably get that, but this stuff is so fun, bro. I love this stuff because obviously
stuff like this. Did you see Rob Liefeld was on Escape Pod?
Escape Pod, I did.
Yeah,
that's fun.
It was fun. It was a really fun episode.
Rob Liefeld it seems like a very nice guy. I would love to meet him one day. He can be a lot though, but I think it was cool that he was on Escape Pod.
Yeah, no, that's really cool of him.
He does a lot of stuff like this where it'll be like the power scalings and everything. Got beef with that one clip though, Rob. It is Ray Skywalker. I know you didn't edit the clip, but I'm coming after your editor.
Yeah,
it's Ray Skywalker.
What are you gonna do?
Well,
Talking books.
Yeah, so I've been meaning to make this clip for a while, and unfortunately, I've just not had the time. And I thought it would just honestly, this is most of my outlet of like being able to talk about nerd stuff because I've just been so busy with other things in life, and so this is kind of like my like couple hour window to just like get on here and obviously talk about this stuff because that's what we do. So, in the year 2025, I read quite a bit of Star Wars books. I believe in total, I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I read 10 Star Wars books.
That's insane.
So that's a lot of fun. And that was the most that I've read books in a while in a year, but also just Star Wars books in general. And I thought it would be fun to rank them. Now, technically, 3 of these books I'm combining into one because it is a trilogy. And I think it is just framed as kind of being one. Star Wars Insight said 6, 7. Because we gotta stop. We gotta lock in. Hold on. Let me. I had my list here real quick, and I'm blanking. Actually, no. Wait. I have it in order here. Oh, beautiful. All right. Yes. So I figured for about 20-25 minutes, I would talk about the Star Wars books that I read last year, and I was going to rank them from my least favorite to favorite.
Yeah.
And I don't think you know this ranking either. I don't even think you know all of the books that I read. You probably do. When you'll see them, you'll be like, oh, I remember you reading this.
You read Shadows of Mindor. We read Revenge of the Sith, the novelization. We read what else did we do last year? We did Shadow of the Sith.
We did Shadow of the Sith.
Yes. We did we did not do, but I believe you read the Galactic Empire. That
was the year before, actually.
That was the year before.
Yeah. You've named a couple. Also, you'll see the rest here.
Yeah. I mean, Path of the Lightsaber doesn't count.
Yeah, that was more of a. I did not include
Mount Yoda last year.
No, okay. But I do have it. Shiz Podcast. Yes, I will talk about this book. Actually, I'm very excited to talk about it. Will I? We'll see. Not implausible. So starting at the bottom, I only have one copy. I have my visuals here. This is going to shock a lot of people, specifically our specific audience. Now, don't throw Melu runs at me, but in last place, I have the Thrawn trilogy. Out of all of the Star Wars books that I read,
that was last year when we did that. That's crazy.
We started air in the end of 2024, and we finished the trilogy in 2025. Here's what I will say. There is a reason that the Heir to the Empire trilogy or the Thrawn trilogy is so revered. I think for when it released, I get why this trilogy is so good. And believe me, I like the trilogy. I still give the trilogy a good 7 out of 10. That being said, I don't want to regurgitate too much of what we said on the live stream, but I think Heir to the Empire is fantastic. I think I really wouldn't change much about this book specifically. And I think this is my favorite. I think it is the most consistent.
Yeah.
But with Dark Force Rising and Last Command, we talked about this before. Those books have great highs. But Dark Force Rising, I think a lot of the fat could be cut out. And I think pretty much the first 3 quarters of Last Command could really be trimmed down. And I think genuinely, I think this really could be a duology as opposed to a trilogy.
Absolutely.
I loved this book. And then The Last Command, specifically that last quarter, is just phenomenal. That's so awesome. Good. Dark Force Rising, and then the first chunk of Last Command is just, it can be really tedious, it can be really slow. There's a lot of stuff that, like, some plot threads that get introduced that then kind of fizzle out. And to Justin's point, I do hear that the comic version is a lot more succinct, and I think it kind of trims down a lot of that fat right there. I obviously think this is a must-read trilogy for any Star Wars fan, but for me, out of the books that I read, it was my least favorite. I think it's also because I had such high expectations for the book going in that when I went into it, I wasn't disappointed. I was just kind of like, oh, people really think about the high moments of these things, and those were the stuff that I knew going into it. They don't really talk about the other stuff that's really in it that's kind of not as good, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, but I still love this book, and honestly, I plan on rereading it, you know, probably in the future, just because like it is peak '90s Star Wars, and it's the introduction to the expanded universe, like the true expanded universe. So, yeah, so I have Heir to the Empire of the Thrawn trilogy in last place, technically at number 8. So, moving on, this is kind of the first in a kind of a series of books. I have Star Wars Myths and Fables. This is technically a young reader's book. There are some banger chapters in here. This is technically the Target exclusive version. I did read the Galaxy's Edge version. I found the files for the last 3 short stories. Basically, this is an anthology series. Each chapter is a different short story, and they're more so up in the air of like if they're canon or not. Some are a little bit more exaggerated, where some are more believable. They're all based in the mythos of Star Wars. I think there's some sick chapters in here, but I think there's some other ones that are kind of whatever. I think my favorite one, I believe, was in this one where they talk about the discovery of Batuu and how it was like this kind of like they talk about these like star galleons going out into the galaxy to find this and that's really like why it's named Batuu, why the moons are named the way they are, the Surabat River Valley, all of that stuff. So but there's a lot of cool stuff. There's a little bit of Sith stuff in here, but overall I enjoyed it, but it wasn't my favorite. Moving on is another one in the series that I thought was just a little bit better and had some really good holiday stories, and that is Life Day Treasury. It's a little bit shorter than Myths and Fables. Also George Mann, but also with Kevin Scott. There was some chapters in here that like legitimately made me tear up. I was like, wow, that is so good. We read one back during Life Day, which was a lot of fun. It was a fun story.
Yeah.
And we did one on. Did we do one on the 24-hour stream? I don't remember actually.
I don't believe so.
Maybe we did one on Life Day, and we did anyway. We did a couple. This is a fun book. Also, if you want like a good gateway into High Republic, there's a Stellan story in here that opens up. That is a banger story. So good. Next up, we mentioned it earlier, is Luke Skywalker and the Shadows of Mindor.
Okay.
Dude, this book is so fun. And you were talking about earlier Scarecrow versus Luke Skywalker. This book has something that's like pretty dang close to that. Of like some like psychedelic mind game stuff. This is such a honestly, when reading this book, I was like, oh, I feel like this is probably how people felt about the Thrawn trilogy. I was like,
okay.
This is, I think, kind of what I had in my head of like, oh, Luke Skywalker is going to be at the forefront, and Han and Leia and Lando are all in this, but they're a little bit more in the back seat compared to Luke, whereas I think the Heir to the Empire trilogy is a little bit more even.
Yeah.
But like, dude, it's so good. Matthew Stover, man, goat.
Yep.
Goat, dude. There is some stuff in, and it like references little stuff in the EU that like either happens in the future that they allude to or happened before this, because this is set kind of in between some of those like Bantam era 90s books. But if you want peak Luke, and honestly, this book made me appreciate Luke in The Last Jedi even more, where I was like, Matthew Stover's favorite Star Wars movie is The Last Jedi.
Yep.
That is on record. He has said that before. I'll talk a little bit more about Matthew Stover later, but after reading a specific novel, I hopped to this, was not disappointed. It's a lot of fun. It's not super long either. Really need an audiobook for this though. Desperately need an audiobook for this because there was not.
Oh, really? There isn't one?
So I'm hoping Essential Legends Collection has published this one soon so we can get that sweet Mark Thompson voiceover.
Baby.
Because if he did this, I would be listening to it every year. It'd be so good, dude. You would immediately become one of your favorite.
Oh yeah,
Star Wars
no,
books.
I would listen to it immediately.
Cameron, do you need any context to read Mindor, or can I just go for it? I just went for it, man. I mean, I think the only thing is that it references a lot of Shatterpoint, which is a book that I have not read. So if you want to know some of those characters, but I kind of went in blind and I had a blast with it. It takes a little bit to get going, but then once it like kind of the main plot sets in, it hits. Let's see. Yeah. All right, that was the next one. This one, dude. Man. Death Troopers.
Oh, I forgot you read that.
This book is so good, dude. It is so fun. It's not too long. The audiobook for this is the greatest audiobook I've ever listened to. It is so dang good. I think people really overblow like how like scary it is. It is creepy for sure. Absolutely. As someone who I like the horror genre, that I don't think this went too far for me. I think it honestly still fits into Star Wars pretty well. There's some surprise appearances from some characters that you will be pleasantly surprised by if you do decide to read this. If you like horror and you want it, this honestly also doesn't like, it still could kind of fit into canon. I don't like, there's nothing in here that's like referencing stuff where it's like, oh, this is like deep EU stuff, you know?
Okay.
It's pretty self-contained. The characters are a lot of fun. I think it's a really like, honestly, it's kind of like a lot like Skeleton Crew in the sense of like, it's two of the main characters are kids. And it's from their perspective. And it's like,
I did not know that.
yeah. So it's like a young kid and his older brother, and like they're on this prison barge, and they basically like the prison barge breaks down and they have to go to the Star Destroyer for spare parts. The Empire does, and then it kind of transpires. So you get like a lot of vignettes of characters, but it's a lot of fun. I was very like I listened to the audiobook as I read it, kind of how you do, and it was fantastic. But it was just underneath these last three. Now, my next one, my number 3 of 2025, was Shadow of the Sith. This book is so good, dude. Honestly, my favorite original canon book. And I was so excited for this one going in. This is also like, I need this poster in my room, bro. Like, it's so good.
It's so good.
It's so fun. I loved the characters. I loved their dynamic. The villain or villains. I love how it just feels so Star Warsy. It's so well paced. It gives so much needed context to the sequels. Like it's so good. It is, I think,
really good.
Everything I want in a Star Wars book, personally. Yep. And we talked a lot about it. We gush about it all the time. This book is fantastic.
It's really good.
I think it's great. Now we are down to the top 2. My number 2 is the final one in the anthology Young Readers trilogy, and that is Star Wars Dark Legends.
Whoa, okay.
This one I could not put down. It is so good. It is, again, it has more creepy stories, but George, man, the way he writes is like, I can see why a young reader would completely like be enthralled with it, but there's words in here that I, as a 26-year-old man, I had never heard before in my life, and I was like, wow, this is so well written, you know? And it's so engaging, and it really allows you to capture the theater of the mind. It doesn't get too descriptive or anything about specific details. It really allows you to paint the image in your head, which is something that I love as a reader.
Yeah.
And I just like genuinely like every chapter, I was like, this is sick. This is such a cool idea. It introduces new Sith Lords, new creepy, like just new mythology that I'm like, wow, this is like, it's creepy, but like in a Star Wars creepy way, like a Wampa way, or a Minok, or a whatever, or a Dagobah, right? Like tales that kids would tell around a campfire, or legends, or dark legends. Like, and there's Jedi stuff, there's pirate stuff, there's like, it's great book. This was the first one that I read out of it, and I was like, dang, this book is so good. But the last one, I don't even really need to like talk about it that much. It's obviously the GOAT. It's the best Star Wars book of all time, in my opinion, for good reason. It's Revenge of the Sith.
Yep.
By Matthew Stover. If there is one Star Wars book you got to read, it's Revenge of the Sith. I mean, it is masterful. I've always said this, like, I think it's like better than the movie. Like the movie's awesome, but like it is like modern mythology.
Yeah.
It's so freaking, I mean, like the way I bought this book, this deluxe edition so fast.
Oh yeah.
it's just, I mean, you know how good it is. It's like
it's really good.
some of the best sentences you will ever read in your life, where you're like, oh, this is truly peak fiction.
Oh yeah, it's very hard not to find somebody who has read that book and then disagree that it's the best Star Wars book.
It's like, and obviously, yeah, is it like a lot of it coming from the fact that it's a movie and you're viewing it kind of as that with all the additional context?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. But like, honestly, there was Seth's in a video a while back how there was a girl who had never seen anything Star Wars and read the Revenge of the Sith novelization. Just that was her first thing into Star Wars ever. And that's what made her a Star Wars fan. She immediately went and watched all the movies and like started like, I'm like, that book that's how a testament to how good it is on its own. Right? Which is like, I mean, to say that a Star Wars book is like, has that much weight and power.
Really cool.
Is fun. Awesome. I'm going to check out the chat because people brought up some stuff about the books. Obviously, I was kind of streamline of consciousness. Let's see. Palpatine really manipulated Anakin in the book. I agree. Palpatine is so dang good in this book, man. Like it's my favorite moment is when I believe at this point Anakin knows he is a Sith Lord, and like the sun is behind Palpatine, and it's just describing him as this shadow, and all you see is his pupils glinting. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Cameron said that book is one in fact lived up to and even blew past all the hype I've heard about it. Yeah. Absolutely. Matt Grant was asking if that was Kanan on the cover. No, it's a different Jedi. It's actually it's really fun. It's kind of a Jekyll and Hyde story about a Jedi who like uses an amulet to like contain his inner darkness, and it ends up like it's really fun. It's really cool. Let's see. Sonny was very surprised that Shadow was not. Listen, Shadow again is my favorite like standalone canon. It's one story sort of thing. Like, and I'm going to love this book forever. Like, honestly, Shadow of the Sith for me was also another book where I was like, oh, this is probably how people felt reading Heir to the Empire for the first time. Like, there was moments where I legit was like jumping out of my seat. I was like, this is so hype, you know? Let's see. Dude, yeah, the Grand Inquisitor one is fun in this. It's a great little, I think I'll probably try to read a short story in it every year. Let's see. Yeah, that's so. I mean, I think I'm gonna go back to someone was mentioning about the Thrawn trilogy. I knew I got some heat for it. Cameroni said, "Same, Grayson. I was hyped so much that I was let down. My own fault. I do recommend it. Just keep in mind it doesn't hold up super well." Agreed. I think it is I think with some trimming up, like again, if it was a duology that was cleaned up and adjusted a little bit for modern times, I think it would still be one of the GOATs. And again, it's still great. I think it's still a must read for Star Wars fans. The last thing I wanted to do is just for the fun of it. I have a small stack of Star War's books that I plan to read this year. It is significantly less than this because there's also just books that I want to read that are not Star Wars books. Okay. And so last year was such a full front, like I'm going to read as many Star Wars books as I can. And I'm not the fastest reader. I'm no Stunny who is literally reading every Star Wars. She's consuming every Star Wars canon thing in a year.
Didn't she already finish all the books?
Yeah, but she's going back through again.
That's crazy.
She's on, I think she just finished Into the Dark right now. She said hypothetically. Yes.
That's crazy.
So it said it mentioned some legend stuff, but the reason it came out, what are we talking about? Why can't the book? Oh, yeah, there's certain little tiny elements in the book that are considered legends, but like if you don't know the stuff, it really doesn't matter. Like the top of my head, they mentioned like Depa Billaba falling to the dark side. They mentioned like Alpha 17. They mentioned what was the planet that keeps coming up, and you're like, what the heck happened on
oh my gosh.
It was not Mimba. It's the one from Kenobi. That like they keep mentioning over and over and over again. And you were like, what was going on that planet, dude?
I forget, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it's like that doesn't really matter, you know. So Jabim. Yeah. I'm like, there's like an M and a B in it. Yeah. So this is my small stack over here of Star Wars books that I am planning on reading this year in a nondescript time period, I guess. Technically it's it again, one of these is also a trilogy, but I've been itching to read it. But currently, I am reading Master of Evil. This is just a slipcover. I've been behind on it. I started reading it when it came out, and I realized I was kind of burnt out on Star Wars books for a little bit. But we have something coming up pretty cool. We can't talk much about, but stay tuned for that. There's a reason why I'm reading this. I'm also just enjoying the book in general.
Woo!
Next up, and this might be a Tales from the Archives thing. Again, these are all just like my personal stuff. This is not including like things that we might read, you and I, or with Connor and Seth. But next up, Shadows of the Empire.
Woo!
And I'm also going to play the game and read the comic. But yeah, I actually started this book and I was like, yep, I'm in.
It's good.
Like, yeah, it was a lot of fun. And especially as someone who's a big Empire fan and it coming hot off the heels of Empire, I'm like, oh, it's kind of like Civil War, where I'm like, if Empire is Winter Soldier, then Shadows of the Empire is Civil War sort of deal.
Ooh, I like that.
In my head, at least, that's kind of how it felt. Where I was like, oh, this is like a Empire like 1.5 sort of deal.
Oh yeah, there's a game.
It was the whole multimedia initiative.
Yep.
Also 30 years this year.
30.
Next up, this is a book that people are also regard as one of the greatest Star Wars books of all time, specifically canon books, and I've been itching to get to it, is Lost Stars by Claudia Gray. This is one that's like kind of a gateway into Star Wars books. People either talk about Revenge of the Sith or this book when it comes to canon books. So been really meaning to get to this one. I hear it's so good. So I'm excited about it. Speaking of High Republic stuff, I'm trying to get back into my High Republic game. So I got Into the Dark. That's Sunny just finished this one up. This is the first YA novel. And people say it is fantastic. Again, another Claudia Gray book. So this is just me trying to like at least make a little bit of progress in my High Republic stuff this year.
Okay.
But the one that I am most excited about, and if I don't get to any of these other than Shadows of the Empire, and I get to one other thing, that is the Darth Bane trilogy. Ever since we finished Shadow of the Sith, I've been itching for dark side stuff. I did start the first Bane book. Like, just what I like to do is when I get a new Star Wars book, I like to read like the first 10 pages and just be like, what's this book going to be like? You know? And I'm like, so kind of like most of the Star Wars books that I have on my shelf, I've at least read the first 10 pages of, just to be like, oh, I know kind of how it starts, right? And how to like kind of gauge my interest. I'm so excited to read this, specifically because I love Plagueis. That's also in my top 3 or top 5 Star Wars books. And Plagueis references this a lot. And sometimes I love a good dark side mythology. And considering canon really does reference this trilogy a lot.
Yep.
And like what happens, I'm really excited I hear this first book is specifically the best. The next 2 are kind of weaned down a little bit, but it's not as long as the Thrawn trilogy, thankfully. I think each book is only like 300 pages, as opposed to like the Thrawn trilogy, where like some of them are like 400, 450, 480, right? Where it's like, so it maybe seems like some of the fat was kind of cut out. But that's my personal Star Wars reading goal for this year, and that was my little mini review of the other books. So yeah, hopefully that wasn't too boring to talk about.
No, that's, I mean, last year I was trying to be more of a book person, and then
you became a comic person.
Comic books is just, I fell so far back into the rabbit hole of reading comic books as much as I could. And I enjoy it way too much to not read more comics. So
yeah, no. I mean, I'm also trying to read more comics. Like that's why I was saying like I'm keeping my Star Wars book list light this year.
Yeah,
because two things that like are high on my list of what I want to do is I want to read all of Ultimate Spider-Man OG.
Okay.
Read all of Invincible.
Ooh, okay.
Those are the 2 where I'm like, because those are both like 120 to 140 issues a piece. The art is fantastic. I'm a huge Bagley fan, and I'm also a huge Otley fan.
Yeah.
I obviously love those characters. I love the Invincible show. Ultimate was my gateway into comics. So I've read like half of Ultimate. And then like everything else beyond
read everything in it.
No, because everything I know is pretty much from like YouTube videos and like Wikipedia and stuff.
Okay.
So I haven't like actually like read it fully myself, but like this tattoo is a version of the Ultimate logo. So like that's what got me into comics. Like So that is kind of really high on my list of comic book, and of course just like other smaller stories, like small Batman stuff, small, Superman. I'm always just reading small little stories,
Yeah. No, I outside of stuff that's coming out this year, I'm going to do my best to, like, over the last couple of days, I was listening to an interview with Chip Zdarsky, and like, hey, if you like comic book stuff, we're going to be talking about comic books here in a little bit. We're going to talk about the Mando trailer in like literally 3 seconds. But I was listening to an interview with Zdarsky, and I was like, oh, you know what? I haven't gone through his Daredevil run since it came out.
Yep.
And I reread all of his Daredevil run through Devil's Reign and then after, and I immediately went out and got some of the single issues of that.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's so stupidly good.
Yeah. That's also one that like, I think, I have a couple friends that have read a good chunk of, and I'm always like, I need to get on that, dude. Like,
yeah, no, I could not be happier that I went through all that stuff. And then also, like, just to pump me up for some Zdarsky for this year that's coming in June with Armageddon, but comics is next.
Comics is next.
Back
to Star Wars. Well, we have a couple questions real quick before we get into the Mando trailer, because I want to get into that. Everyone's talking about how, I get to the Bane stuff. So it's like they're saying it's peak. I talked to Eric Hell about the Bane stuff, and he's like, dude, you're going to blow through those books. So I've been that's like kind of like my summer goal, is like if I can try to do that like spring, summertime. But I always like to be reading something. Whether it's a comic or a book. Like, I consider reading a comic the same thing as reading a book. It's still words on a page.
Yeah.
I'm like, some of the best fiction that I've ever read is in a comic book, Yeah. Like, in my opinion, like something like a Watchmen is like so word heavy that I'm like, you're basically just reading a book, dude. Like, some of those text bubbles are dense,
Yeah.
So anyway, but HD GameTube was saying, how do you guys get invested in Legends content if it doesn't gel at all with canon? For example, Heir to the Empire, when everything is completely different in canon. I find it hard to imagine the New Republic and Legends version since I'm used to the canon one. Sonny said, I read it the same way as people read fan fiction. I think for a new fan, that's the easy way to do it.
Yeah.
For myself, I mean, obviously for you and I both, we grew up with this stuff. So people always talk about how, Dave specifically was like, or how George viewed it, was like, Legends was never officially canon. True. To an extent, right? It was still treated in a lot of publishing and stuff like that as like the official continuity or continuation, right? They tried to keep everything in a very connected universe. Video games would reference one another and stuff like that, right? Like, even down to like, the Clone Wars show bringing in Delta Squad from Republic Commando, right? Like, it wasn't like they just completely erased all of that stuff. Like, they still try. Now, a lot of things did retcon one another, and that's just kind of what happens when you have so many multimedia projects. But for me, I mean, it's the whole campfire stories, right? Like, just because it's the same thing with canon, right? It's how Kanan Order 66 happened. Is it the way it happened in Bad Batch, or is it the way it happened in The Last Padawan? Or Ahsoka getting her white lightsabers and returning back to the fight. Did she defeat and kill the Crow? Or was it the sixth brother in the Ahsoka novel? Did she have green lightsabers, or did she have blue lightsabers? That's how I view like the stuff with Grand Admiral Thrawn, right? Like, I always view it in, I mean, this is a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Stories changed, right? And so some people, 1,000 years in the future after Return of the Jedi, look back and they're like, oh, Luke Skywalker created his Jedi Praxeum on Yavin, and he married Mara Jade, and he became, all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas other times, someone is like, no, I didn't hear it like that. It's like, I heard that, his sister and Han Solo, they had a child, and Luke tried to make the Jedi Temple, but the darkness was still out there, right?
Yeah.
And twisted his nephew. That's kind of how I view it, where like Star Wars is a mythology, and it's not as much as they try to, it's not always going to be consistent. And I think what matters is, does the story affect you? Did it touch you in a personal way? And so many of these legend stories for me and for countless others, and for you, I would imagine, really, really hit you in an impactful way. Something like The Force Unleashed, or a Jedi Academy, or an Heir to the Empire. Those things are still, and like, they're officially licensed content. And like, you go to, like, I mean, I was lucky enough to go to Lucasfilm for a very brief window of time. They have the new Jedi Order books sitting on the shelf in the main lobby. Like,
yeah,
it's not like it's just ignored. People in those offices. Leland Shee has been there for, gosh, 30 years?
Yeah.
Or somewhere around there. He's been there for when they were doing Prime Legends stuff, and when they're doing Prime Canon stuff. It's all in the Star Wars bubble, right? And I think at the end of the day, it's to get into Legends content, if you've not been part of it, was it's difficult, because I think you kind of have to be steeped into it. But it's not impossible.
Yeah.
In my opinion. But, you know, I think it's cool sometimes that, you know, newer Star Wars fans, like, they're like, oh, I get to just, like, they kind of just get to focus on the canon stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, but I mean, I'm someone that I'm a lore junkie. I consume it all. So, yeah. And Cameroni put it best, as I've grown up and been able to let go of the lore junkie in me and take the stories as stories. And yeah, I think that's kind of the best way to go about it, right?
Your head canon is the best canon, but just because it is your head canon, that does not make it official canon.
Right. There's obviously an official canon.
Yep.
But just because you, like, there's things that I consider as canon that, yeah, they're not actually canon, right? But, like, I fit them in my mind where I'm like, this is important Star Wars to me, you know? And a lot of times, like a Genndy Tartakovsky's Clone Wars is basically near canon, because other stories, like someone like a Mike Chin in Brotherhood, who references Ventress and Anakin fighting on Yavin, is like, he's a fan. He got to write Star Wars. He got to bring it in there, right? And it's all slowly kind of seeping in. So anyway, let's talk about Mando and Grogu. Let's talk about that trailer. Should we rewatch it? Is that a
yeah, I'll pull it up right here.
Do we want to do that?
Let's do this.
Which we both did reactions, which was very fun, and we kind of reacted to the first. If you overlaid our reaction to one another, it's us just being like, oh,
yeah,
at the same time. We didn't watch it together, by the way.
Yeah, no, it's basically the same thing. Okay, did you hear that when I started it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Do you want to watch it all the way through first, or do you want to pause and siphon it up as we go through it?
Let's pause and siphon it. Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay.
This shot is so good, dude.
Obviously not R2-D2.
It's
a different color.
Yeah, it's
just
R4 P17 back.
So a lot of people, when they initially saw it, they were like R2-D2, and it's not R4.
R2-D2 for colorblind people.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to bring up a post here real quick. I don't want to like keep cutting it off too much, but I screenshotted this because Luke just posted this a second ago. And
was it the thing about the Razor Crest?
Yeah. Where he was saying, I compare the Razor Crest coming back in the Mandalorian Grogu to someone rebuying the same car after they totaled it. If I really loved my car and shit before it was destroyed, then I'm probably going to get it again. Yeah. But I'm curious how they explain it. And I'm like, yeah, dude. I'm like if the Falcon blew up, he probably would want to get another YT-1300, right?
Yeah, if Luke's X-Wing blew up, he would probably keep flying X-Wings. He wouldn't be like, X-Wing. I'm going to get a B-Wing.
Yeah.
It's not the way
I'm sure, speaking of Legends, I'm pretty sure that's happened before. I mean, because that's his X-Wing and Heir to the Empire trilogy just gets trashed.
Pretty sure.
I'm sure they have to like completely rebuild it. So not unheard of.
Is a ship still a ship if all the wood is different?
The ship of Mendocius.
Ozymandias.
Never touch the buttons.
I'm loving the yellow though.
Yeah, no,
I'm loving the yellow. Hey, Luke is back. And facts, dude, it is gorgeous, bro.
It's so good.
Dude.
Marshada?
Yes, I was going to bring that up. I'm
Shout out to
Star Wars Explain.
the Holonet Marauders because they did the same thing.
Really?
Nar Shaddaa? Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So I watched the whole video, and Alex was talking about if Nar Shaddaa is a moon of Nal Hutta, and Nal Hutta is going to be in the movie, it would make, and if this look like it would make sense that he would go to Nar Shaddaa, and as someone who one of my favorite locations in all of Star Wars is Nar Shaddaa, I'm gonna lose my freaking mind.
Martin Scorsese is an alien living on Nar Shaddaa.
Dude, absolute Shaddaa, absolute Shaddaa.
Absolute Shaddaa. Glup Shaddaa.
I can use some information.
There he is.
For this price, I'll tell you whatever
This
you
is
want.
the director of The Irishman.
Put
And-
this guy in Galaxy's Edge immediately and let it still be Martin Scorsese's voice.
They're like an animatronic.
Yep. Just
That'd
serving
be
me
sick.
Star Wars chicken nuggets. That's what I want.
I'm looking for a hut.
Close for the night. Thank you.
That's insane, by the way. Dude, these by the way, I'm glad we're getting the twins back from Book of Boba Fett, because that is them, though, right? The twin huts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these that we saw it in the first trailer, but these mecha
Yeah, they're crazy looking.
It's insane. Dude, now Hutta looks sick though.
And that's obviously the thing that's tattooed on Jabba's arm.
Yeah, his the Hutt sigil or his family sigil.
Gangsters.
Has anybody done the?
Is that a B2 in the background?
Yeah, it is, dude.
I didn't realize that. It's a B2 with a staff.
And what's this droid that's next to it?
It
Right
looks
here.
like a HK, but with like a flat head.
Like Enbo's head on HK.
Oh yeah, Embo gets turned into a droid.
We're criminals.
Decapitated Embo.
Okay, dude. By the way, I love when there's a whole is that Reva? I'm kidding. Imagine if Reva was in this movie, dude. The internet would explode.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
It would get review bombed to hell.
Yep.
Hold on. I want to make a connection here. Can we keep going until we see the new warlord guy?
Live the Empire.
Okay. I'm double checking real quick. Because this guy looks super familiar. But I need to double check. Spider-Man Homecoming. Del Mar.
Oh my god.
Is this not him?
I don't
this-
I don't know. Is it?
Is this not him, dude? It looks so much like him, dude. He doesn't. I mean, it's not officially listed, but I'm looking at a picture of him with a beard in 2016, and he already has he has gray, and I'm convinced this is.
It's 100% him.
Is it?
It's him. It's gotta be.
Himki Madera is his name.
Mr. Delmar.
It has to be, right?
I'm almost positive it is.
If Mr. Delmar, by the way, he's actually from Queens, which is crazy, is in The Mandalorian and Grogu, dude, it's like the determined focus metaverse over here.
Okay, wait, give me a second.
The Mandalorian Warlord. It is him. He's listed in Mando season 3. It's him. It's him.
It is.
Let's go, dude.
Yeah, that's him, dude.
Oh, dude, I was sitting there and I was like,
It's him.
know you.
I know you.
There you go. You had it here first. Probably not, but it's there's.
Yep, we broke that news.
Take it, Sammy J reacts.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I love him, dude. He's so nice.
He's the best. He's the best.
Okay.
Anyway, I need this deck so bad. By the way, speaking of Rise and Fall of the Galactic Empire, did you know that was the first time that this was mentioned? They were ended up here to nothing canon, but the playing cards, the Sabak cards of the Imperial Warlords' heads is from the Rise and Fall of the Galactic Empire, and then they decided to make it canon in this movie.
Very cool.
It's very sick.
Very sick.
Very sick.
Take out every bad guy in your deck of cards.
For his little salute.
He's got is there like a little gauntlet on there?
How
What, he
far
got,
could you kick
whistling
Grogu?
birds or whatever? How far could I kick Grogu?
Like you personally.
I can punt.
Is that a bad thing to
football.
me ask?
I can drop kick punt a football. probably about 60 yards, 65, 70 yards. On like if I get like a good swing, like if I get some warm up shots, I could probably I could probably punt like 60 yards.
Now, do you think obviously Grogu is probably a little bit heavier than a football, does not have the aerodynamics, the shape.
Does he have the chest piece on or not?
I mean, you could just
this Grogu. I'm picking this Grogu up and
I guess you could just like
because I'm gonna break my foot kicking that Beskar.
I guess you could just kick him from the back. I guess. Just like side. Sonny said literally on the phone with the CPS right now. You leave him alone.
It's
just a question. It's how many.
Face.
It's the whole gorillas
thing. Taken him from Mando already because he doesn't have legal adoption papers. I'm gonna say half a football field.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is where we go live. No.
That would be.
I hop on my plane right now to where you're at, to where we go on a live.
And my producers are telling me we have footage of Will about to punt.
We get the Sideshow Collectibles Grogu to just like the full life.
Awesome.
That's so stupid. That's like a Mr. Beast video.
How far can I punt this little baby Yoda?
Luke said just said his Luke. Listen.
Please give them our information, Luke. Please.
Also, who is in San Francisco, by the way? Mr. Del Mar from Spider-Man? Mr. Warlord?
Why do you know the whereabouts of Mr. Del Mar?
He was like, he's got his line, bro.
That's actually so funny if it was like a Mythbusters style, like Baby Yoda has been the biggest thing since 2019 when The Mandalorian Season 1, Episode 1 first dropped. Fans have been wondering what his species is. Will he be a Jedi? And how far can I kick this little, like...
Well, first, we have to start with an Inzellan.
Yeah.
We have the Babu Frig.
Yeah.
And then Seth kills us. He was talking about Sammy. Dude, yeah, I'd love to meet Sammy. He's awesome.
Oh, yeah, no.
He's my brand new day informant.
He's a goat.
This is the coolest shot in the trailer, by the way.
Oh, absolutely. He's John Wicking through this. And in the allegedly from the trailer that was shown at Celebration, he has like a pretty long hallway scene, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's like I think this is a continuation of that because it's like a whole like him like bouncing around the room, like shooting whistling birds, like yanking people across. I mean, he's full on Batmaning it basically. Yeah. Which I almost put Mando in the list for our bracket thing earlier, but then I was like, but Cad Bane, I think,
Batman still has Din Djarin easily.
Yeah. It's always behind the back, just sick.
This is so cool.
Speaking of Shadow of the Sith,
I want to go here.
I want to go to there. Yeah, sick.
I'm just looking at everything. Okay, you got some Y wings, you got some X wings, you got the U wing landing right there. Let's go. We got a U wing outside of Rogue One, baby. Let's go.
Matt said you all joke, but we'd all watch that video. We might listen. Maybe when I'm out there again, we might have to. But my worry is like we get blacklisted from any Star Wars.
I'm gonna set up a field goal outside of the local AMC where I am, and people who are lining up for the Mandalorian Grogu can take turns punting Grogu through a field goal.
Revenge of the Sith.
This isn't about revenge.
Of the Sith.
I love that in a world of AI, Grogu is still a practical effect.
It's so good. Also, Sonny said Rebel Scum Con panel punting Grogu.
That would be awesome.
Like on stage.
I'm about to text Dante.
Dude. It's about preventing another.
Okay, those are HKs.
That's what I was saying. It's like they've got. Wait, no, they're cobbled together. Look, that one's right leg is a B2.
Oh, they're like built like that action figure that was released, where it had like the
they're like cobbled together droids.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. I mean that's fine.
I like
Makes
that they all have
sense.
capes. I like when
I do like the capes.
I like when droids wear clothes.
It's true.
war.
It's great because they don't need them, but they do. What are those little ships?
I don't know. Hey, what was that little ship?
They're all Mr. Bones. Why do they look like cloud cars, kind of?
What they kind of look like are the
This setting is
before Dooku's ship opens.
Oh, the Solar Sailors. Geonosis, yeah.
I guess they are a little bit bigger, but like they're very
Yeah,
dark.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, dude. This shot right here. Also, I'm just like, dude, this exudes Star Wars to me.
So cool. I love
it. Literally,
the color palette.
it is ripped straight out of the Old Republic when you can go to Nalhutta. I'm like,
This is
that's
so
sick.
cool.
Strap.
I'm gonna watch this movie so many times.
I can't. God, I love the yellow.
There he is.
There he is. Now, Will, I have to sit you down about something. You want to know? I forgot to tell you about this. I've been so excited to tell you about this. So I was talking to friend of the pod, Blue Harvest. The day the trailer came out, he called me on his long and arduous drive from.
Yeah, I know. He texted me and I was at work and I was like, I cannot. I was like, I literally have 3 hours left of work.
Yeah. So he called me right before I was about to take a nap, which I then took an amazing nap after. And he asked me, he was like, I am kind of confused on the lore of Inbo because he's in the Aftermath books. And in the Aftermath books, he does some stuff. Okay? The stuff doesn't really matter, but essentially he gets a pardon from the New Republic and a handsome sum of money. Now, in the Star Wars Hunters video game, there is a lore tab about Inbo. And by that time, you're going to love when Star Wars Hunters is set. By the time of Star Wars Hunters, Inbo has retired to Felucia and become a farmer. Do you want to guess when Star Wars Hunters takes place? You just want to, you know it in your heart. Yeah.
Whoever's in charge of the Lucasfilm timeline, you're getting arrested. Sorry,
Yes,
you're done. You're done. Wrap it all up. Wrap it all up. We're done here. We're done here. We're done. We're done. We're done here.
Oh my God, dude.
We're done. We're done here. If this doesn't take place in 10 ABY, I'm gonna strap myself into a cannon like Gonzo
Now-
and shoot myself through the screen at the first screening.
Now here's the thing.
Are we allowed to do that on this one? Because it's like a comic book thing, right?
Don't even worry about it. It's fine. And I don't care anyway.
You-
I was waiting for you to do
what? What? What's up?
it.
You know what time it is.
So basically in the Aftermath books, I'm just gonna bring up the last of like the article stuff. Following the Battle of Jakku and the Galactic Concordance, Inbo and the rest of this crew Amari received full pardons from the New Republic with the help of blah 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 and former Imperial loyalty officer who had become an advisor to Mon Mothma. They received enough money from the New Republic and continued to work as a crew. Now, in the next part, it says, by 9 ABY, the New Republic funding Inbo had received ran dry, and he informally retired from bounty hunting. Inbo chose Felucia to settle on due to its value to him, starting a life as a farmer there. So, if this is set, presumably also in 9 ABY, which means that season 1...
This is before he retires, is what you're saying.
Or is it after he retires?
And he comes out of retirement
for this. Is
and
he pulling
they pull Thanos? And he's like, "What soup was he making? What is he cooking?"
Yeah, dude. What is he? We finally know what's he cooking. Have you seen that?
I don't know what Emma's cooking.
So I mean, but no, it could be like a thing of like the New Republic, like his money from the New Republic dries up, and he's like, "Well, crap. Now I got to go back to bounty hunting." But And if that's the case, do we see Felucia in this movie for very briefly?
My guess is Embo and Mando are not going to be necessarily enemies.
Sure.
Embo is just another person who has been hired to do the exact same thing.
With the whole, but see, the thing is this shot, is this Navarro right here? This isn't, or
Yeah,
is this somewhere else?
Mando's hut, right?
That's what I thought.
So when at some point, or I forget, no, I was watching Hannah's stream and she was doing a live where she was going through it last week, and somebody was like, "Oh, you can see the thrusters of the N1 somewhere."
Dude, does Embo destroy the N1?
This has to be the same scene from Nalhada when those doors.
That's definitely
open.
Nalhada.
You will suffer.
Dude, he looks cool.
He looks fantastic.
Do you think Filoni does the voice?
That'd be sick.
I mean, he did it in Clone Wars.
Might as well. Bro, Constable Studio's coming back.
And then it will be his turn.
Dude,
Really cool.
Pedro mogging. Just, dude, he looks so much better than what he did in season 1. In season 1, he's so chopped.
That's me. That's the face he was making when he was watching Bad Bunny perform at the Super Bowl.
Before going into harm's way,
For his little what? What?
That's the face Din Djarin was making when they didn't fly a Mandalore flag at the end of the Super Bowl performance. Belize Mandalore. That's so funny.
That's so stupid.
That's so dumb.
check your armor.
They're the Anzellans, baby. John Favreau's
Yeah.
favorite.
I'll kick him 3 times.
The kid will live centuries beyond me.
With his little walking stick. Oh, this shot is peak.
Now, where is this?
Do you think he gets lost on Nalhada?
I got a crazy one for you. I don't think it's this because it's a little bright.
What do you think it is?
I just, you see a little Yoda species meditating in a forest, swampy planet. Is this Dagobah?
Do you think Dagobah's like sunny
Dagobah?
now?
Is this Dagobah with his son? Is this Dagobah?
Why would they be on Dagobah though?
I don't know, but it would be pretty cool if we saw
It would
Yoda,
be.
little baby Yoda, little Grogu,
Be
meditating
sick.
like Yoda.
Do you think it could also be Ossus? He goes back, like stops by there for a little bit.
That would
don't
be
know.
awesome.
I mean, I think it could be really anything. It also kind of looks like Asian Kloss from Rise of Skywalker.
If I had to guess, this is probably a scene before Mando goes into whatever hut temple or hut headquarters that was. And they're like, they drop the Razor Crest, and this is like, there's going to be some funny scene where Mando's like, did you meditate yet today? Like, do that thing of like, did you do your homework yet, kid? Like, and it's going to be this, and then Grogu has to go meditate, and it's going to be something like that.
Yeah, I can see that.
will
Everybody
always
else
be
is
around
also
to-
saying that potentially Agent Kloss in Episode 9 Planet, which would be interesting. I don't know.
Protect him.
That's,
Here's something I wanted to ask you about. This line right here, I won't always be around to protect him.
yeah.
That is an interesting thing to throw into the trailer. Obviously, we know that Grogu is over 50 at this point. Obviously, he's a baby. Obviously, Din Djarin is not going to live long enough to see Grogu into his adult years.
Mhm.
I just think that that's interesting to put in the trailer of like training him. I need to be able to train him to make sure he's okay. Do we see Din Djarin die in this movie?
That would be crazy. And if it happens, can I say I wouldn't hate it?
I also would not hate it.
But aren't they saying that like Mando season 4 might be in development? Like that they're talking about it?
Favreau has said that he's had season 4 written. It's like season 4 is on my desk, like that kind of thing. But like, I don't know. I could see it happening.
Isn't there another Star Wars line or some other line that's like, I won't always be around to protect him? Like, I've heard that somewhere in Star Wars before. Does Obi-Wan talk about it about Anakin? Or am I thinking of a comic book, like a Batman talking, like Dick Grayson sort of thing? Or like, am I merging worlds right now?
Yeah, I think you're making mush. The only thing I can think of is like if it's Obi-Wan saying it about Anakin, or like, is it Anakin saying it to Ahsoka?
I won't always be in Ahsoka.
Yep.
He's like, I won't always be, because that's why he's training her.
Yep.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yep.
Because I won't always be around to protect you.
Yep.
You'll fight battle droids, Ventress, people like that. Okay,
That's
yeah. So, I mean, that's obviously a complete nod to that.
Yeah.
And the whole notion about masters and apprentices. I don't think Mando dies, but I do think it is more of there might be more of a passing of the torch sort of deal.
Do you think at the end of this movie, Mando and Grogu are separated?
No, I don't think
You
so.
think
I think it's probably like a Grogu gets kind of more of a promoted thing. Listen, you know what I do think? There's no way in my mind that Grogu doesn't talk at some point in this.
Yeah, he's gonna say his first word or something.
Like he's gonna have which I wonder who does the voice of Grogu.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh,
as the voice.
Shut up. Shut up, dude.
Finn Wolfhard as the voice of Grogu.
God, that would be something else, man.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of anyway.
What? No. What were you saying?
I was gonna say like, I'm Grogu. Hello, Papa.
Hello.
Listen.
The weather on now.
George Lucas being Grogu would be hilarious.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Sonny, I unless they explain that he just like is physically incapable of talking, like he actually is like has a disability or something. I'm like, I think there has to be some sort of character development. I don't want him to just be a baby forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Zendaya is Michi.
It's Robert Pattinson.
That's awesome.
But
it's Robert Pattinson doing the voice from
Batman.
What was that anime he did? Where
the boy and the heron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's talking like that.
He's gonna be like Batman. He's like, what is it? Tongs Day.
Hey, Daddy Mando, we gotta get out of here. Yeah, Tongs Day. October 31st.
All right, let's keep watching. This has to be Lord Shadowdeer.
Are you scared?
I love this guy.
Is this not okay? Am I crazy? Is this not Jeffrey Wright? It sounds like him.
Know.
It could be somebody else.
Are you scared?
I don't hate that.
Hold on, play it again. Play it.
Him like eating a fish.
Scared?
Hold on, he's gonna talk again.
Scared? You should be.
No, I don't think that's Jeffrey Wright. It sounds like him. He sounds like one of the voice actors from Oblivion. But anyway, so people are saying
love this guy already.
Dude, so have you seen all the people comparing him to Yoda's master in Legends? How he looks a lot like him, which I do. Yes, Yoda's master in Nakata del Gormo. I think he's more of like. Also, Rada. Someone was mentioning how he looks so much in the face like Special Edition '97 Jabba.
Yeah, dude.
Where he's got like scrunchy kind of like.
Imagine they do that on purpose. How much
I would love
screen
that.
time do you think Rada's going to have in this movie?
I think he will be more of a player early on and will dial back later.
Okay.
I don't think it'll be a huge role. I mean, it is funny that is confirmed. It's confirmed, right? That Jeremy Allen White is him. Like Jeremy Allen White has talked about it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you scared? You should be.
Now, is
guy.
that the same planet as what we saw him meditating earlier? Do you think this? Do you think he's?
This looks more like
not this one, but this one right here? Yeah,
like this. This looks more like Splash Mountain to me.
that's what I was going to say. It looks like the Bayou.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't hate it because I'm like, if I like is this going to be like Grogu's Empire Strikes Back moment, like isolated sort of thing? Because they're going to get split up in the movie. It's going to happen.
Absolutely.
But I don't think it's going to be of like, I've got to get him back. I think it's going to be more of like Grogu being his own, right?
Yeah.
Grogu getting to develop more as a character, and Mando getting to do stuff as well, and them being equal parts as opposed to like the silly comic relief, you know?
Yeah, we're gonna get at some point with this guy, I would assume, and Grogu, where they're already in a hut like this, where it's going to be very similar to Luke and Yoda on Dagobah in their hut.
Last time we saw a snake thing was on Dagobah, and I think we see it also on Nalhutta as well. There's one on Nalhutta.
And a legit snake. That
just a regular snake. Yeah.
This thing is crazy.
It's sick though, and I like that he's got the helmet off.
Now, is this going to be like a Rancor situation where they take the helmet off and they just drop him in?
I think they take the helmet off to disrespect him. I would love if he killed them instead of just like
the twins.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. My guess is
because there's no way if they see his face, unless they die, he has to go bathe in the living waters again.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
unless he doesn't care at this point.
Wouldn't that be such a weird character regression from season 3?
There's a lot of weird switching up with this movie. It's just
and like maybe I'm not. If they explain it well, I'll be fine with it. But like I'm like at this point, I feel like the only person who really should be able to see his face is Grogu, and that should all that should matter. But I'm like in the sense of like, I mean, maybe he doesn't kill the Hutts directly, but maybe they like he ends up kind of bringing them down, sort of thing, and like maybe he just keeps it secret. I don't know.
Or like he has to work for the Hutts on behalf of them because they have seen his face.
Oh.
And he's like, we've seen your face, Mandalorian.
Maybe if he's forced to remove his helmet, it doesn't count.
That's what I was saying, but I'm also like, I don't know. All I know is that looking at this image right here, the art book for this movie is going to slap.
Oh, dude, my local store has the art books for the first 2.
Oh, really?
Like on sale, and I thought about getting them. Dude, because I have art, and I want to talk about it next week. That'll be one thing. I have the Art of Acolyte waiting on me, and so I'm going to flip through and I'm going to highlight some stuff so we can talk about that next week because there's a lot in there that has been released, and I just want to highlight it. But this shot right here is just sick.
Really cool.
Do we run?
There he is. Look at
Zeb,
all the dead troopers,
dude. We're getting a Zeb hallway scene again. This like,
I like this kid.
He in the drippy leather jacket too.
Stevie Bloomy.
Yeah, there he is, getting the big screen.
Or do we fight?
This speeder thing is sick.
It is cool. They run
do
me
we fight?
in Tross for a second, but
Let's see if I can
up the quality.
Oh yeah. Really cool.
I like this kid.
Who's next to him there?
This kid.
Oh, it's a HK droid.
It's just a droid. Yeah, that's just the slot.
Oh, that's
there's one of the ships.
Thing, yeah.
So it's like a weird, like, it's like looks like the side of a cloud car, but it has the like kind of fin thing, and there's like a part of the top that like sticks out. It looks very Macquarie.
Do you know what it looks like?
What?
It looks like the thing from the old 20,000 Leagues ride at Disneyland.
Got an image?
Yeah, let me pull it up.
Oh, HD brought up, he was like, I hope Zeb says something like, I remember a kid like you, Ezra. Well, Ezra's back in the galaxy, so is it like a... Whoa, it kind of does.
And knowing how much they pull from, like, hearing the Pirates of the Caribbean whistle and Skeleton Crew, and, like, how much Favreau is, like, a Disney junkie, I would not be shocked if that was some of the... Like, this dude...
Cameron also brings up a good point here real quick. Let me get my Starfighters book.
Oh, you think it's in there? The Nautilus submarine from 20,000 Leagues.
Let's see. Shout out Brandon. Okay. Hut fighter. Hut swap speeder.
Hmm.
Is that it, potentially? I don't know.
It's very froggy, very amphibious.
Yeah.
Because like that's a better look at the front of it. But it does have like this giant sail, it looks like.
That's
like that breaks
yeah,
off.
there's like a weird sail thing on the back.
Yeah. Didn't we see Hut fighters in Clone Wars when they went to Nalhada? Limitless Nerd says.
Yeah, I know that's what I was talking. I brought it up because I was trying to see if I could find it.
This is awesome though. Of like,
what does
Club
that say?
Apollo. It says like Club Apollo or something for Mr. Grief Karga.
Hut Starfighter. Star Wars. Let me see if I can find any visual of this. I've looked. Oh, that one does. There's an HH-87 Starhopper that does actually kind of look like it a little bit, but doesn't have the weird like fin thing on the back. There's Borvo, the Hut Starfighter. Borvo, bro. There's some similar looking ones, but definitely not 1-to-1. I would say.
Mandoing the Hut.
He's definitely seemed Mandoing. Macman, God, I wish, but no, it's not going to happen. After what Kathy said, I don't think it's happening.
I would do anything for this little baby.
Dude,
baby Rodian?
A baby Rodian elite.
This thing is so Ninja Turtles coded.
Dude, yeah, it really is. Such a Ninja Turtles playset.
I love all the people.
What are you waiting for?
Dude, puts it the Crocs and sport mode. Or reverse.
Also, like that thing does nothing. It's just like, oh, it's like it's like Buzz Lightyear's helmet if there wasn't anything.
Well, I think when it goes back, you're supposed to be able to push it, right? But then he can control it.
Puts it in sport mode.
But it puts it in speeder mode?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Like, that's crazy that it can go that fast. This looks peak, though.
You know what it also kind of looks like?
The speeder or the creature?
The planet that we're on. If it's not Nar Shaddaa.
What?
Where?
The one from Tales of the Underworld?
Yep, where Cad Bane's from.
Duro. We don't know if that actually confirmed to be Duro. Actually, I can double check real quick. But Alex brought that up. Star Wars Explained. I was watching his video.
I mean, just like these like pillars are. It's basically exactly where that happens, and the way it's lit, and the way the colors are.
Okay, that is apparently Duro in Tales of the Underworld. So yes, it does seem like it could be that. And Duro is literally right on top of Corellia. So I mean, it kind of makes sense. Where like they kind of have that like industrial, like kind of Brooklyn style or Queen style, like trains going over.
Yeah,
very the Batman near the Iceberg Lounge. Looking real dang good though, dude. I'm telling you, it looks like a movie. That's like that's where I'm happy with.
Let's
Gotta have his little cookie though. He's hungry after his fight with Imbo. He just ripped Imbo in half, and now he has to eat.
He just Millie Bobby Brown 11 just.
That's why Millie Bobby Brown is voicing Grogu.
Yep. All right.
This trailer's awesome. I'm hyped. I think it, honestly, I was not someone who was like particularly nervous. Hey, Anna, particularly nervous about the movie, but I think I'm glad to see that everyone's pretty receptive on it. I mean, apparently it's not doing like great views wise, but again, like I think the marketing is just gonna get better and better and better.
How many views does it have right now?
I don't know.
10 million in 6 days. I mean, the teaser trailer for Shadow Lord has been out for a month and it has 4.1 million views.
And what is the Mando one at? Sorry?
10 million.
Oh, okay. Okay.
10 million in 6 days.
I'm sure it also probably is like start pushing for like ads and stuff like that. Dude,
8,888
Dolby, bro.
comments.
I want the Dolby one. I want to see it in the Dolby. Dolby Theater. The better than IMAX, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, Luke, have you not been to a Dolby theater? Dolby is IMAX, but even better. It's
Luke,
sick.
isn't your TV Dolby? Isn't your TV at home in the living room Dolby? Isn't that what you have?
Yeah, but there's like the Dolby Theater. I mean, they're pretty much the same thing, but Dolby has better sound. It's the same screen, but
No, I was making a joke because he has the OLED.
oh yeah, dude, that one is it's so good.
He's got an OLED Dolby IMAX, Technicolor.
Is this true? Because I've done both a Dolby and an IMAX, and I like the Dolby screen better. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm biased. I watched the Batman in Dolby. And when that Batmobile revved up, I don't know if I've ever had a greater theater experience. I was like, oh, interesting. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'm stupid.
Well,
I lied. Luke, go watch it in IMAX. I'm going to go.
Size matters not. How about that?
So true.
Yeah.
I'm going to be watching Mando and Grogu on my phone.
I'm going to bring my phone into the theater and watch it at the same time.
But more clear. That's why. Because I saw Oppenheimer in IMAX. Okay. I also saw Halloween Ends in IMAX. I mean, Dolby. It was not a good movie.
Luke,
Anyway,
are you doing an IMAX screening of Mandalorian Grogu at the IMAX headquarters? You should.
I'll fly out there.
I'll punch tickets and sell popcorn.
Dude, yes, we'll be the doorman. Wait, doorman.
We should probably talk about comics.
Wait, maybe now you're cooking. Maybe now you're cooking.
We finally praying and manifesting. We finally find out what he's cooking.
Yeah,
is that it?
I'm pumped for this movie. It made me excited. I'm excited, and I'm pumped to see the rest of these trailers and more marketing and stuff because we're gonna get more, dude. They're gonna go full like all fronts on this marketing. You're gonna have Mando walking in a Costco. You're gonna have Mando handing out Coca-Cola bottles. Yep. You're gonna have Grogu throwing out Oreos. You're gonna have blue Oreos, probably. I would imagine.
Oreos,
dude.
Florio sounds like a Star Wars character.
I wish I got to see Superman in IMAX, but that's a great segue into our comics episode, the after show, the members only. Everybody can join on the live, and once it is out, it is done. It is members only. So if you want to become a member, actually, I don't. I'm trying to think of the Thunderbolts theme, but it's really good.
Thunderbolts. Okay.
We'll see you. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
We will see you in the members only. May the force be with you. Your focus determines reality. Or reality. Your focus determines reality. I'm keeping it like that.
Are you scared, kid? You should be.
You should be.
Win the war.
Always remember.